So a game that I really like, it's really good for, I think, middle schoolers, is called Argument Wars. It's on icivics.org, and there's a lot of different really good games on here, but I'm not going to make an account. I'm just going to play the game. And basically with this game, I like it because the students have to think critically to support their... Let's see. We'll get started. They have to support their argument. I'll pick her. She looks good. And not a very creative name, but that's okay. Students have the right to keep their things private at school. Schools need to search students' things in order to protect all students. Well, this one's a tough one. We'll just go with this way. When it comes to searches in school, students have rights. Click to continue. My client is really upset. Her principal searched her without a really good reason and without a warrant. I see how she might be unhappy, but what do you want the courts to do? They need to tell schools that this is wrong. Students have the same rights as adults. Let's hear from the other side. What's your response? Your Honor, this case is ridiculous. No rights were violated. The principal was just doing his job, which is to ensure a good education and safe learning environment. That is a really good point. A principal has to balance students' rights to privacy with the needs of the whole school. Yes, of course, but what does that have to do with the case? The girl was caught smoking cigarettes, and that gave reason to suspect that she might be breaking other laws or school rules. That's a good point. School officials needed to look in her purse to find if she had more cigarettes, or worse. Well, I guess I'm playing devil's advocate for this one. The constitutional issue at stake here is, let's see, no unreasonable searches. This is good because it helps students kind of look through the, it helps them get familiar with the amendments and kind of, to think critically. So I'm going to draw my cards to help support my argument. Let's turn the volume down a little bit. Okay, these are the cards in my hand. I can discard during my turn. Let's see. Our scores are up here and the judge is going to give us points. Okay. So, students' rights. Students have rights even in school. The Supreme Court said this in Tinker v. Des Moines School District. Okay. So I'm going to be dragging my cards up here to support my argument. Let's see. Fears without proof. If schools can search anytime they are suspicious, they might search when there is no real danger of anything. Well, these are both ideas. It says that at the bottom, so I will go with the actual fact. Oh, he objected and the judge overruled it. It supports the idea that students have the right not to be searched at school. This support is especially important to look at because it comes from a past Supreme Court case. Next time you interrupt, you should have a better reason. Objection overruled. And this is good because it references other cases, so students, if they're interested, can go and look that up on their own time. It's just a good way to get students interested. The goal here is to connect your support to your argument. To do this, you must click each segment below to form the correct sentence. Read the cards carefully and pick what makes the most sense. I haven't done this part before. And convince the judge. Okay. Schools need a really good reason or warrant to look through a student's things. In this case, the principal had no good reason to search the student's purse. Students have rights even in school. The Supreme Court said this in Tinker v. Des Moines School District. If students have rights, then the government can't search their stuff without a reason. Okay. We'll just go with that. Oh, it looks Well done. Let's record, document the player's skill. Your support was good and your explanation made it great. Outstanding. Alright, looks like my opponent is going to go. Oh, I'm scared. Click the pass button if you think the opponent's support is good. Alrighty. Click the object button if I don't like his support. So, what's his reasoning? Teachers and principals at public schools are public officials whose job is to educate children and keep them safe. That is perfectly valid, so I'm going to pass. I like where the opponent is going with this. Tell me more. I would clarify my point as follows. If something illegal is happening, students' rights are limited, so principals can search. Well done. Let's record, document the opponent's skill. Record document, not record. Record document. Your support was good and your explanation made it great. Outstanding. Ooh, he still has less points than me. Good. Alright, let's draw cards. Let's see, what does this say? Really, really good reason. Those who wrote the Fourth Amendment said the government must have probable cause. In other words, a really good reason to search people. Well, they said she was smoking a cigarette, so maybe that was a really good reason. So I better not play that. It'll go against me, maybe? That's no need. Students don't break the law, so searches are not necessary. That's not true. I guess we'll go with this one. It's not great, but I object. That support is awful. Silence. That support is perfectly valid. Helps the argument that schools can't search without a really good reason. Next time you interrupt, you should have a better reason. Ooh, his points are getting taken away. Uh-oh. Let's see what this says. A student's rights are limited when a principal needs to stop something illegal or harmful. The Supreme Court gave support to this in Tinker v. Des Moines School District. Okay. This seems perfectly valid. Students don't have unlimited right to privacy at school, and it's especially important because it is a Supreme Court case. No, stop giving him points. Alright. Draw my cards. Police needed. What's this? A police officer did not do the search in the school. Police are people trained to do searches that protect people's rights. Not a good reason. Well, my cards aren't phenomenal. I guess we'll just play this one. Yes. His objection was overruled. I've heard enough. Looks like we won the case. In the case of New Jersey versus TLO, this court rules in favor of TLO. All right, and that's the end of this one, but icivics has lots of other really great games. Like I said a couple other times, it does encourage critical thinking. The students have to think about the laws, and they're learning about other Supreme Court cases as well, so I really like this game. Thanks for watching.